What's going on, guys? It's me, JV, coming to you live this Monday morning, start of a new week. Today is the 19th already, August 19th, 2024, and I'm getting ready to go to the gym right now. I got my gym clothes, I got my water here, I got my, I already had my Savila and Maguey drink, which gives you a lot of energy, which gives you a lot of potency. It's an incredible drink, man. Oh man, I just started drinking that stuff last week, and if you drink it in the morning before drinking or eating anything else while you're fasting, if that's the first thing that you take, it's going to have profound benefits with you. One of these days I'm going to talk about this drink. It's a Mexican drink that comes out of the central part of Mexico. And I'm going to talk about that because I got to wait and see until I finish the entire gallon. It's a very small portion that you serve along with water on a cup of water and combine with that. And it gives you energy. I mean, I felt it yesterday morning when I was at the gym. But yeah, I'm getting ready to go to the gym right now. I just wanted to talk very briefly here about the benefits of having a vehicle as opposed to not having a vehicle. I went about 5 years without a car. I had a 1997 Chevy Malibu between 2004 and I think 2011, and then I was involved in an accident. I caused the accident. I got in front of a vehicle. I got side-ended. But I still drove the car for another 2 years or so, and then it just, because of my inability to find a job, and I didn't have much money at the time, I basically was desperate for money. I couldn't even fix the car, so I just retired it. I just retired the vehicle. The tow truck came in, it took it away, and that was the end of it. And then after that, I went many years without a car, and it was a struggle. I walked everywhere. Man. I walked to the gym. I walked to anywhere that I needed to go. I used public transportation, of course. And it was until 2021 when I finally bought this car from my sister. My sister actually didn't want this car anymore, so she just sold it to me. Severely undervalued, by the way. So I only paid her a fraction of what the Kelley Blue Book value of the vehicle was. And things started to turn around. I was actually making money with this vehicle because I was able to drive around and drive passengers. I wasn't using a mobile app, you know, those famous mobile apps that people use to make money and to basically take people from point A to point B. I was actually using another method, but I was driving my people around, and it was very beneficial. It was very beneficial. I was able to make money, and you also are able to save time when you need to be somewhere. If you want to go to work, you can save yourself a lot of time on a daily basis. Now that I have this part-time job that I work Saturdays and Sundays, I actually drive this car. If I didn't have the car, I would have to walk all the way to the person's house. It would probably take me about an hour and 15 minutes to get there. And then I would have to take another hour and 15 minutes to get back to the place where I live. So it would be very tiring for me to go from one end to the other. Not to mention the fact that the other benefit of having a car is that it allows me to go to the gym in the morning. I definitely don't want to be walking around at 4:30 in the morning to the gym to start working out at 5:10, because this area is pretty rough. There's a lot of, as you can see, a lot of thieves, a lot of criminals, a lot of just low-life scumbags that are just preying on people and their properties to inflict some damage. So I don't want to take that risk of being jumped or being mugged that early in the morning. And so because I have a vehicle, it allows me to actually get out there. I know there's a lot of people that say that there's a lot of cons with having a car. You got to maintain the vehicle, you got to pay insurance, you got to pay registration, you got to put gas in the tank. You just saw what happened with my car last week. It got broken into and my airbag system was stolen. But despite all of those cons, I still think having a vehicle is of it's a major advantage. You can actually use several apps on your phone where you can make money on your mobile phone, using your vehicle to make money on the various apps that are out there. You cannot do that if you don't have a car. You can't be a gig worker if you do not have reliable transportation. It's virtually impossible to do that. During the rainy season, another important aspect, if you have a vehicle, you can transport yourself without having to, deal with the inclement weather. You can get sick by getting wet very easily if you're walking around, or even if you're taking public transportation. It can be a pain in the neck. I'm not against public transportation, by the way. I do love using it, especially when I travel abroad, obviously, when I don't have a vehicle out there. And even here, sometimes I take the subway system. For those of you that are not from the Bay Area, it's called the BART system. Even though the BART system has dramatically lost passengers since the pandemic, it hasn't recovered since. Not to mention the fact that there's some intimidating people that are in the various BART stations, but I digress. So the benefits and the advantages of having a car, in my opinion, outweigh the cons of not having a vehicle. It allows you to make a living, like I mentioned. It allows you to go to different places at any given time during the course of the day. It allows me to make these YouTube videos, for example, here inside of my car. If I didn't have a car, I wouldn't be able to make these videos out in public. I would have to find a spot here where I would be able to sit down and just look at the camera and start recording. It's much easier to do it inside of the car. So those are the, in my opinion, the reasons why you need to have a vehicle if you can't afford it. It doesn't matter how it looks. It just, to me, the only thing that matters is that A, is gas efficient, B, is not going to cost you an arm and a leg every 2 weeks or every 2 months to fix something in the vehicle. So maintenance, having low maintenance is extremely important. And C, and most important of all, it takes you from point A to point B. I want something to take me from point A to point B in a reliable fashion. I don't care how the car looks. Couldn't care less if I'm driving I wouldn't want to drive a Ferrari. I wouldn't want to drive a Lamborghini. I wouldn't want to drive a Lexus. Those cars call too much attention. Too much attention. It's a pain in the ass, for instance, to replace the parts on those vehicles. Just imagine how expensive it must be to replace an imported vehicle's parts. An Italian car or a German car or a Japanese car. It must be extremely expensive, but more than anything, a luxurious car, that is what I'm referring to. So to me, it doesn't matter what the appearance of the vehicle is. As long as it takes you from point A to point B with the minimal amount of gas burned, with the minimal amount of maintenance required on the vehicle throughout the course of a year, that's all I care about. I'm very happy driving that car. But anyway, just wanted to make this very quick video here on a Monday, August the 19th, 2024. I'm off to the gym now. I'm going to be exercising, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to take a bath, and then from there I'm going to see what I do after that in the afternoon. As I'm getting prepared, I got to get prepared to go to Mexico. I'm leaving to Mexico 2 weeks from today, so I need to buy the necessary things I need to buy so that when I get it out there, or so that when the flight is or the day of my departure comes, I won't have to be scrambling the last minute to get that trip prepared. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you on the next video. Thank you.